Fredrick Olmsted, the creator of Central Park. Fredrick Olmsted was born on April 26, 1882 in Hartford, Connecticut. And on August 28, 1903, he died in Belmont, Massachusetts at 81 years old.
The New York Police Riot of 1857 was going on at the time of the creation of Central Park. It was sparked by the decision of the state legislature to disband the city's municipal police force, which was noted for its corruption and inefficiency, and replace it with a metropolitan force that would cover the city and several nearby countries.
In 1857, Central Park was built and was the first public park with a landscape in the U.S. The population admired the parks in London and Paris, so they thought that New York needed one to make a mark in its international reputation. The terrain in the park was terrible, with swamps, hills, and rocky outcroppings everywhere.
Building the park took away homes of many poor people living on the property in small shanties. While visiting Britain in 1850, he visited Birkenhead Park, which sparked an interest in himself to create his own park.
Fredrick worked in many areas, including farming and publishing, before he found what he desired as a landscaping architect.
The design, one of the greatest masterpieces of American art, was the result of Fredrick Olmsted winning the 1858 competition. He named his plan Greensward, for the preferred landscapes of sweeping meadows and vast water bodies, while intelligently observing the park's long and narrow rectangle within New York City's rigid grid.
A quote from Fredrick Olmsted: "With regard to the moral and religious condition of the slaves, I cannot, either from what I observe or from what is told me, consider it any way gratifying." Another major impact of building Central Park was that more and more people visited New York.
In 1853, the state of New York decided to allow the park to acquire more than 700 acres of land in the center of Manhattan. Eventually, there was an addition to the park in 1863, which brought the park to the 843 acres that it currently has. Thousands of years ago, Central Park was covered and surrounded by glaciers. Central Park covers 3.5 square miles and stretches across 843 acres of land. Central Park has been featured in over 350 films.
Transverse roads were built, and it was not easy to build them. To make this happen, gunpowder had to be used to blast bedrock away.
And now, the life of Fredrick.
Fredrick, as a child, was always interested in how things looked and worked.
In Fredrick's early adulthood, Fredrick was a farmer and a printer. None of those were his desire.
Eventually, Fredrick found his desire as a landscape architect.
Fredrick entered a competition to build a park in Manhattan, New York. He had a lot of competitors, but that didn't stop Fredrick from doing what he loved. We have the winner, and the winner is Fredrick! Yeah, Fredrick!
Fredrick, after winning the competition, found a piece of land in Manhattan. As he plots everything where they should be, he eventually creates Central Park.
Fredrick lived a good life as the creator of Central Park. He lived till 81, and then he passed away peacefully.